The following is sponsored by Virtua. Virtua supports local sports.
Hi everybody, thanks for joining us for episode 25 of the South Jersey Sports Digest Show, coming to you from the studios of Sterling High School's Channel 19 here in Somerdale. I'm Mike Shute, the lead content editor for South Jersey Sports Digest. Glad you could join us for another edition. We, of course, were snowed out last week, and we're happy to be back with you for another show this week as the winter season winds down and spring practices have begun to ramp up across South Jersey, although not too many teams getting outside quite yet with the weather, but hopefully this week as things warm up, you are getting outside for your spring practices. Thanks for watching us on Comcast Channel 97 in Gloucester County, which is the Gloucester County Education Network, and that can also be seen on Channel 34 on Verizon Fios, and of course TV 19 in portions of western Camden County, including Haddon Township, Haddon Heights, Audubon, Oakland, Haddonfield, Barrington, and Lawnside. You can also see the show on those two channels Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 6:30 p.m. and 10:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. And of course, you can always watch the show anytime here on our website at www.sjsportsdigest.com. I want to remind you about our South Jersey Sports Digest app. You can get the South Jersey Sports Digest app by visiting your app store and searching for South Jersey Sports Digest. Basketball state semifinals and finals are coming up. It's the perfect way to follow your South Jersey teams as they pursue a state title. And plus, with the spring season not far off, it is the busiest season of the year. And you want to make sure you follow each and every move your favorite team or school makes by downloading the SJSD app. And you see it in operation right there on your monitor. So that's the South Jersey Sports Digest app, and you can get that for free as a free download at your app store. Look for South Jersey Sports Digest. Before we dip into what's going on in scholastic sports in South Jersey this week, we wanted to share with you our report on Gloucester Catholic product Johnny Gaudreau. He's making quite an impact in the NHL this season. His 2-goal outing on Wednesday night gave him 18 goals on the season, and he's eclipsed 50 points this season, as well as the Calgary Flames knocked off the Anaheim Ducks last night in a chase for a playoff spot are the Flames. And as I mentioned, Gaudreau has reached the 50-point plateau in his rookie season. He is the first Calgary player to do that since 1997. That was Jerome Iginla. Gaudreau also played in the All-Star game this season and participated in the NHL skills competition last month in Columbus, Ohio. Last week, of course, the Flames were in town here in Philadelphia to face the Flyers, and it was a special homecoming for Johnny Gaudreau, a Gloucester Catholic product. Let's check it out right now. Early last April, former Gloucester Catholic High School student Johnny Gaudreau skated into Philadelphia as a member of the Boston College ice hockey team to play in the NCAA Frozen Four. Less than a year later, the Carneys Point, New Jersey native returned to the Wells Fargo Center for the first time as a pro against the Philadelphia Flyers, the team he grew up rooting for. But before he got to lace him up against the orange and black, there was some business to attend to at Gloucester Catholic. Gaudreau had his Gloucester Catholic jersey number 3 retired by the school in a ceremony on Monday, March 2nd, where he was joined by his parents and 2 sisters. His younger brother Matt is playing hockey at Boston College and could not attend. It was a special experience for the 21-year-old.
Like Mr. Coleman said, they don't retire too many jerseys, and when I was in school here, I never thought I'd be here where I'm at today, so I'm really fortunate with all the help I've had around here.
Johnny, how about a few words?
It's been an amazing year for the kid they call Johnny Hockey. He won the 2014 Hobie Baker Award as college hockey's best player. He scored his first career National Hockey League goal on his first career shot in his first career game last April. He participated in the NHL's 2015 skills competition and was chosen to play in the 2015 NHL All-Star game. And of course, this jersey retirement ceremony and homecoming.
Definitely, if you told me all that would have happened 12 months ago, for sure wouldn't have believed you. But you know, I've been working hard my first season here in pro, and you know, I'm really fortunate to play with some of the players I'm playing with this year who really helped me along the way. You know, I I've had a a good 5-6 months here in my first season.
When I came into school,
Gaudreau is grateful for his parents and siblings and the sacrifices they made for him growing up.
My parents did so much for me growing up, bringing me to hockey, bringing me to school, bringing me to soccer, whatever sport I was playing, and a lot of credit to them and how great of parents they are. Because nowadays some parents aren't as involved as a lot of other parents are, and I'm really fortunate to have a great childhood with great siblings and just a really good atmosphere to be in growing up.
We had 4 kids. We gave them all the opportunities to play sports. We felt sports was very important for them to keep them, in the right path, learning to deal with winning and losing, success, and working hard. And we didn't care what sport it was. Obviously, I love hockey, so I tried to get all my kids in it. Just the boys took to it. But as a family, as a mother and father, we really wanted our kids to work hard. Whatever they got into, do it well, do as hard as you can. At the end of the year, they'll look back and say, I worked hard.
The next day, it was back to the NHL ice where Gaudreau played in front of hundreds of South Jersey fans. He assisted on the game-winning goal as the Flames escaped Philadelphia with a 3-2 overtime win. Afterwards, he discussed the experience of playing against the team he grew up watching.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I knew I had a ton of support here tonight, and just hearing that in the first shift was pretty exciting for me. It's just as special as I thought it would be. Growing up, came with a ton of other teams, and getting to play here, Wells Fargo, and getting to play against the Flyers. And Drew's been playing with Flyers for a long time now, and I've been a big fan of him. And getting to play against him was pretty exciting as well. So it was just a great night altogether.
This is Mike Shute reporting for South Jersey Sports Digest. So great things in the future for Johnny Gaudreau, and he's just one of a bunch of top athletes from the area in the pros right now here from South Jersey. Of course, we've got a lot of superstars from the area. Mike Trout ramping up in spring training for the Anaheim Angels. Joe Flacco, a Super Bowl winner for the Baltimore Ravens. Carly Lloyd getting ready to participate in the Women's World Cup. The list goes on, but lots to be proud of from South Jersey. Just another guy doing some good things from South Jersey. Let's get back to high school sports now, though, and let's talk about the basketball playoffs going on in South Jersey. There's the state semifinals, which are set to tip off a little while from now as we tape our show here Thursday afternoon at Sterling High School. Paulsboro, you see them, they'll face Shore Regional, 7 p.m. at Toms River North. The Red Raiders won their 3rd sectional title in the last 4 seasons. And Paulsboro scored 81 or more points in each of their first 4 state tournament games, so the offense has been ramped up to a high level for the Red Raiders. Winslow Township won its first boys basketball sectional title in school history, and we've got some video of the celebration, but you see Winslow will face a very tough Ewing team tonight. That game at Brick Memorial. Ewing with a couple of high-level players, but Winslow with a big celebration there as they were able to manage the victory. Their first sectional title in school history in basketball as they went to Delsea and got the win. There you see some of the crowd into it, and it was a loud, boisterous Winslow rooting section. They were very pumped up to get the victory. Afterwards, we caught up with Winslow coach Norman Ingram, and let's hear what he had to say after his team's historic victory.
Norm, let's talk about the win. What's it mean to this team, to you guys, to the school?
It's bigger than the team, and this is Winslow's first ever. And I was blessed enough to be a captain of Bloomfield College to get their first championship ever.
Oh, wow.
And it's just kind of been about 11 years, and we won 2 in a row. But to keep preaching the same thing to these kids, that junior class was like really the backbone of our team. They came in, hearing the same message, preaching to us, what championship teams are about, being a family, always having each other's back. And these are things that weren't always instilled in a lot of these kids. Mike Covington was the only one as an 8th grader to play, to start as an 8th grader on an 8th grade team. Everybody else were playing the 7th grade team, the 8th grade. So these guys is a testament to just the work that all the summer workouts, the fall leagues they play together, fall strength and conditioning, all the practices they come in and just keep grinding and keep working. But the beauty of it is they just keep coming together, and then the whole school is just following their lead. We do study halls every day, we do daily pride sports every day. These guys are out here trying to do it the right way, and that's really what, as a coach, that's what makes me the most proud, because these guys want to be more than what people expect of them. And my thing is you're only limited to what you put, the limits that you put on yourself. And these guys set the TOC in their minds and in their hearts, and that's the mission. And this is just another step in that direction. So it's just a great thing to see kids that want to win more than the coach.
Right.
You know, and that's rare nowadays. That's very rare nowadays.
So there you have Coach Norman Ingram of Winslow Township. The Eagles, again, headed to the playing in the state semifinals today in Group 3. Again, they got that victory. Winslow was the number 2 seed in South Jersey Group 3, was able to knock off top-seeded Delsea by the score of 76-65. Winslow forced 25 Delsea turnovers that resulted in 27 Winslow points. Michael Cubbage, 14 points. Juan Hemingway, 24 points to lead the way for Winslow in that game. And it was a critical third quarter in a stretch in where Winslow forced 7 Delsea turnovers over a span of the first 3:58 of the third quarter. Their lead went from a 3-point advantage, 36-33, to a 51-38 advantage, 13 points with just 4:02 left in the third quarter, and created a 15-5 run that really made the difference in that game as we were out there for that. If you did not read about it, please check out www.sjsportsdigest.com. Look for the coverage of that game as well as many other basketball playoff games in South Jersey. Let's take a look at the slide for the state finals and what we know and what is coming up in terms of state finals. Cherry Hill East was able to pull out a victory on Wednesday night to advance to its first state championship game. And it could be the 3rd state title for Cherry Hill East this year if they were able to win against Patterson East Side on Sunday up at Rutgers. Cherry Hill East has already, of course, won the boys cross country state championship this year, led by Aaron Groff. They also won the boys swimming state title, led by Duncan Brookover earlier this winter. So a couple of historic, it could be an historic season here for Cherry Hill East. Camden, of course, advances to its 3rd straight state championship as Coach John Valori picks up his 600th career win. Number 601 could be so sweet, though, for the longtime coach if they can win that state title. It is his 38th season as a varsity boys basketball coach, 35 of which he spent at Cherry Hill East, 1 at Cumberland, and now in his 2nd at the High. And there you see, again, state finals for boys basketball, Sunday, March 15th. All games at Rutgers University at noon, 2, 5, and 7. Specific times have not yet been announced, but the NJSIAA will make that announcement probably later today or tomorrow. Now let's take a look at what's upcoming in girls basketball, and we'll take a look at the state semifinals, all of which are being played today, Thursday, a little bit later after we tape this show. Haddon Township will take on South River at 4 p.m., and that game tipping off at Deptford High School. That will be followed at 7 p.m. by Timber Creek against Middletown South. Both of those games again at Deptford High School. Lower Cape May will play Manasquan at Williamstown High School at 7 p.m. Thursday night. And Shawnee and Marlborough also 7 p.m. Thursday night. That game at Timber Creek. In Group 1, Haddon Township, led by Coach Tommy Mulligan, won its 2nd consecutive South Jersey Group 1 title by beating Gloucester Tuesday night in the sectional final. And we mentioned Timber Creek. They've been so close so many times, it finally got over the hump to win their first girls hoops sectional title in school history behind Brittany Martin as they dropped defending state champion Woodrow Wilson in the South Jersey sectional final. In Group 2, Lower Cape May will have a very tall task against Manasquan, but Lauren Holden, the number 5 scorer in South Jersey history and the Al Carino Club's South Jersey Girls Player of the Year, single-handedly powered the Tigers past Sterling, scoring 12 of her game-high 35 points in overtime to capture Lower Cape May's first ever sectional title in girls basketball. Can she do it again? That's the question. She'll have to do it against the state's Gatorade Player of the Year, though, Manasquan's Marina Mabry. And that's a very high-scoring team there at Manasquan. And finally, Group 4, Shawnee won its 2nd straight South Jersey title by overcoming a 12-point deficit against sister school Lenape to pick up that South Jersey title and advance to the state semifinals. Again, being played Thursday, March 12th throughout South Jersey. Doubleheader at Deptford. Also, Lower Cape May will be playing Manasquan at Williamstown and Shawnee at Timber Creek facing Marlborough. Also, want to recognize Ocean City's girls basketball coach. That is Paul Baruffi. He captured his 300th career coaching win in the Red Raiders playoff victory over Cumberland a couple of weeks ago. So we want to congratulate Coach Baruffi from Ocean City on his 300th career coaching victory. Lots of great milestones in basketball this past couple of weeks. Speaking of state finals, let's shift gears and let's talk about wrestling. The wrestling state finals were this past weekend. In Atlantic City, and Holy Spirit's Pat Darcy was the South Jersey area's only champion, winning the title at the 126-pound weight class down at the Shore. Darcy finally climbed the mountain as he took 3rd in 2013 at 106, and then second at 113 last year, before again capturing the 126-pound title this year with a 4-1 overtime decision over Anthony Cephalo of Hanover Park. Delsea finished his career as the winningest wrestler in South Jersey history with a record of 156 victories to just 13 losses. Amazing numbers for Pat Delsea, who is committed to Princeton and will be a Tiger come the fall. Also coming out of Atlantic City last weekend, Delsea wrestling coach Greg Sawyer was named the state's Coach of the Year after his team won the Group 3 Team State Championship a couple of weeks ago. So we want to congratulate Coach Sawyer and his Crusaders on what was a fantastic season. We were hoping to try and get them in here soon, and we are working on that. Hopefully Coach Sawyer and a couple of his seniors can come by and meet with us here and talk about their great season at Delsea High School. Next up here on the show, we'll take a quick look at our South Jersey Sports Digest Total Turf Athletes of the Week. First of all, we'll stay on the mats of wrestling, and speaking of Matt, it's Matt Correnti, a junior from Holy Cross High School. He placed second in the state, losing in the 195-pound state final 5-3 in overtime. He was the Region 7 champion, and he finished a great season off, going 41-1. Unfortunately, that one came in his final match of the season. He'll settle for second place, and he'll be back with eyes pointing towards a chance at the top spot at the podium in Atlantic City this time next year. Our second male athlete of the week, since we were not with you last week, we have two for you in both the male and female athletes of the week, brought to you by Total Turf. Our number two male athlete of the week is senior wrestler from St. Joseph-Hammonton, CJ LaFragola. He also placed second in the state at 182 pounds and finished the season 42-2 overall. He was the Region 8 champion, and again, a great season for LaFragola. He is a senior. He has not decided yet on his college plans, but certainly the young man is a very good football player, also a standout wrestler. I'm sure he will land himself in a very good position very soon. Let's talk about the female athletes of the week here, brought to you again by Total Turf and South Jersey Sports Digest. Again, we have two for you here as well. And our first female athlete of the week is Brittany Martin, the senior basketball player. And her play has helped power the Chargers to their first ever girls basketball sectional title, and has the Chargers playing in tonight's state semifinals against Middletown South. Brittany broke her sister Jasmine's school record for career points in the sectional quarterfinal, and she is approaching she's actually eclipsed 1,800 points in her career. A neat story about the Martin sisters. Jasmine played her first 4 years at Timber Creek. She is now at Quinnipiac University. Brittany is in her fourth year now at Timber Creek. So for 8 years in a row, there's been a Martin who's scoring a ton of points for Timber Creek High School. And by the way, Brittany's sister Jasmine helped Quinnipiac advance to the NCAA tournament for the first time ever by winning the MAAC title the same night that Timber Creek won the sectional crown. So it's been a good basketball run for the Martin sisters of Timber Creek. Our other female athlete of the week is from the swimming pool, and that's Amanda Nunan, sophomore from Ocean City. At the state championship meet at GCIT on March 1st, she won the 200 and 500 freestyle titles, while also being a part of Ocean City's championship-winning 200 freestyle relay team. So congratulations to Amanda Nunan, sophomore, swimmer from Ocean City, one of our two Total Turf female athletes of the week this week for you on South Jersey Sports Digest and the South Jersey Sports Digest show. As you know, we also present on our website a weekly School of the Week brought to you by Virtua. This past week, it was Williamstown High School. Let's take a look at the home of the Braves, Williamstown High School, our Virtua School of the Week.
The following is sponsored by Virtua. Virtua supports local sports.
I'm Ron Becker. I'm the Assistant Principal of Athletics and Activities here at Williamstown. I think Williamstown has a good reputation, in the area. We're members of the Tri-County Conference for the bulk of our sports. There's a lot of pride and tradition in the community, which goes a long ways in terms of, the success of not just the athletic programs, but the academic programs as well.
What makes Williamstown unique is the diversity that's in the school.
as far as the fan base and as far as the community. You'll see different types of people throughout the day, and really you see different types of people every day as far as school goes.
There's not like one thing about Williamstown. Like, it's not just sports or just academics or just like the social life. I feel like Williamstown has all of that. Like, the sports are good, the academics are good, and like you get to like interact with like a lot of people here.
We have a variety of clubs in our school, and like there's different ways to meet a lot of people throughout the school. Like, there's Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and there's the Asian Awareness Club, our Senate clubs. You kind of interact with everyone, so you're not just subjected to like your set group of people, so you kind of learn more at the same time.
Everyone here has a specific thing about them that makes them unique and special, and that makes them able to, when they see a new person, or just in general, when they see a new face, to be friendly to you and like ask about you so that you can feel comfortable too.
Students here are well-rounded. They don't just play sports, or they don't just do academics, that they can like focus on more than one like subject at the same time and still be successful.
Everything comes together and makes it social. So like the sports, that's a great way to come out and interact. The academics, like I've studied with people, and the social life is like amazing at games and like in several places throughout the school.
I would say it's real supportive in the school as far as anything, pretty much. Like all the sports support each other. As far as like the baseball teams come to the basketball games, pretty much every sport comes to the football games. And I would say a lot of the fans really do support the football team and what goes on throughout the community. A lot of fundraisers and stuff that happens through Williamstown sports. So it's a lot of positive energy that goes throughout the school from the sports.
I think the sense of pride that and where it comes from in this town is from the community and how they were raised, and the sense of being comfortable with everyone, and then because that person is per se comfortable, then they can make the people around them feel comfortable.
It's just more than just the school support. A lot of the people throughout the town really support the sports and the athletes, and then the overall feel with the teachers in general, it gives it a good vibe.
Everywhere you go, it's always support no matter what. Whether you lose, win, tie, it's always some type of support.
It's like almost like my last name, it's like family. People that you spend a lot of your time with, a lot of your weekends or your extra hours with these people all the time, and they become very important to you. And it means that I'm playing for more than just the number that's on the back of my jersey. I'm playing for the name that's across the front.
What makes Williamstown unique is definitely its competitiveness. Everyone inside the school is so competitive. They always push each other to achieve. And there's so many diverse people and so many competitive people in the school that you're always like playing off one another, and you're always in it to learn more.
I think the competitiveness helps because I think it draws the kids in and allows them to spend more time here, doing things for the school, instead of just, jetting out the door when the last bell rings. We have a lot of kids that stick around, not just for the athletic part of things, but for our clubs and activities as well. And that drives the kids to do well in whatever they choose to do.
Williamstown High School, the Virtua School of the Week here on the South Jersey Sports Digest show, and you can of course catch all of our South Jersey Sports Digest Virtua School of the Week videos on our website at www.sjsportsdigest.com, and you just look for the Virtua School of the Week tab at the top of our website, and there's tons of videos on there. We've been a lot of places this year. We've got more for you coming up. Gloucester Catholic will be featured next week. We've also visited Woodstown recently, so there are a couple of more coming your way on the Virtua School of the Week here on the South Jersey Sports Digest show. We want to thank you for watching. We want to thank we want to remind you also we'll be all over the state semifinals, which are taking place Thursday. Lots of great stories on the state basketball semifinals. We'll be at all 4 girls games. We'll be at one of the 2 boys games here on Thursday, and we'll be all over the state finals for you as well, from Rutgers as well as the Pine Belt Arena up in Toms River, where the girls state finals will be played. So we'll be able to check all of that out on our website. Keep an eye for all of our great coverage coming your way at www.sjsportsdigest.com. I want to thank the guys here at Sterling High School's Channel 19, as always, for being great hosts of our TV show. And we want to thank you for watching the South Jersey Sports Digest show. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
The proceeding was sponsored by Virtua. To learn more about Virtua Sports Medicine, go to virtua.org/sports medicine. To schedule an appointment, you can speak to a personal navigator at 1-844-678-7001.